Tamara, girl, do you need some money? What do you mean you let that orange man do the bending?
Tamara Hall's name has been all over the media. I know some of you might have seen it, and maybe this is going to be the very first time of you catching up. There's a lot of conversation that goes on TikTok. That black app is not supposed to be free. You guys, there is an headline that has been circulating in the media that she hasn't yet debunked, which I'm going to come to because people are having a lot of opinion about her debunking this rumor. We are still calling it rumor. People are still calling it rumor because it has not actually been confirmed yet. There is this headline that has been going viral now, allegedly that she had a relationship with Donald Trump, which even led to a point where she had an abortion for him. If you guys have been following Project 2025 and some of the things that Trump has been saying, he's not somebody who stand with women reproductive system, said he's going to put a ban on it. And the fact that Tamara Hall is actually a black woman, and this man has a track record of being a racist, of not liking black people. There's a lot of commas and a lot of question mark at the end of this headline, which has sparked a lot of conversation. Some are still saying they are struggling to believe. Some are expressing how shocked they are hearing this news as well. And some are saying if it is not true, then she should be online right now, debunking this thing and having something to say. On the other hand, some people are saying she has a long years career in journalism. Do you think she's going to do anything to sabotage her lawsuit? Do you think she's going to say anything unless her lawyers are involved? Definitely, maybe she is preparing to get them soon. I have put together the whole conversation and people's reaction to this news allegedly eating the media because you guys, some are funny and some people are actually breaking this news down. Without wasting much time, let's just get right into it.
The fact that it's the end of the day and Tamron Hall nor her team have put out a statement debunking that Substack article, I didn't believe it at first when I saw it on Twitter. But then I saw my mutual do a whole run through of the entire thing and the timeline. I'm surprised NBC ain't saying nothing. Miss Tamron, please put out a statement. I really don't want this to be true. Please. October has done enough already. How are we gonna end the month like this?
I'm not getting ready to let y'all dog pile on Tamara until she come out and say what she need to say. We're not doing that right now because I just don't. I believe that it's a case of missing identity or mistaken identity. We're not because I don't believe it. Tamara, talk to us right now. Where is your video right now? Donald Trump, Tamron. It's a lot of things that I'll do for money. It's a lot of things that I will do for love. That I would not do. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much because I believe in my hearts of hearts that it's not true. I don't believe it. Somebody said it was bumping pocketbooks. I don't believe it. I'm not. So let me just hold my thoughts, hold my mouth, hold my tongue until she come out and say something else. She's going to come out and say something else. Please come out and say something else.
So you all see that alleged stuff that is going around with Tamron Hall and Trump. I'm really invested. I did not get enough information. Every post I see, I'm looking at it, listening carefully, because I'm invested. Because she hasn't come out, her team hasn't come out and say anything yet. And when I heard about it, this alleged stuff with that guy, I almost threw up. Because why would you, unprotected. I don't know what to say, but I know, times are hard and everything, but I don't think she was, down out. But I don't know her situation, but it really grosses me out just to say that. And for the people who doesn't know about it or not aware of it, You can search it on here. It's alleged. We don't know if it's true. I'm waiting, but I'm invested. All right. So let me know if you guys find any more clips.
Tamron Hall, I don't know who started this rumor. I'm gonna need for you to shut it down immediately, because I refuse to believe that the Tamron Hall with the pixie cut is involved in these type of shenanigans. Tamron Hall, you need to get your lawyer on the phone, have them draw up the papers right now, and get the suing. Sue whoever put this out in the atmosphere. I refuse to believe it. I don't want to even think about it. I would have thought this was an episode of Scandal. Tamron Hall, I'm gonna need for you and your people to address this immediately. You don't need to let this information circulate for another second. What y'all not gonna do is have my girl Tamron Hall name wrapped up in some foolishness. Not my girl Tamron Hall with the pixie cut. Tamron, I'm gonna need for you to call up my girl Cardi B and get her lawyer and sue whoever wrote that, sue the dust off of them. I would sue them so much that their descendants of descendants will still be paying for that lawsuit. Because I refuse to believe that my girl Tamron Hall with the pixie cut is wrapped up in this type of foolishness. I'm not even gonna repeat what the rumor is, because how outlandish and ridiculous it is. I'm not even gonna let it take up any more space in my brain. I refuse to believe.
Tamron, Tamara, Tampico, Tampax, whatever. If somebody was accusing me of having relations unprotected at that, with a family-sized bag of Cheeto Puffs wearing a goddamn toupee, I would absolutely debunk that immediately. It's been a couple of days, Buki. Why are you so quiet? Like, do you not know that you have free will to lie and say that it didn't happen even if it did? That's what Megan just did. You going totally silent is really concerning me. Because why would you want to be connected to that? Like, clear it up, do something. Not gonna judge you. At least not in the beginning.
And y'all point, even if Tamron Hall and Donald Trump did date back in the days, why are we trying to make it a big thing now? Because the truth to be told, before Donald Trump started running for presidency, we did not see Donald Trump the way we see him now. Some of us did not know the dark side of Donald Trump back in the days. If y'all remember correctly, we used to watch The Apprentice. Remember Neely Leakes talking about the Donald Trump check? If you listen to some rap songs, they praise Donald Trump in some of those songs. Movies, even some of our sitcoms, Donald Trump appeared in. Because back in the days, Donald Trump, we did not know all the stuff or how he thought about us back then. And the truth to be told, I think really somebody really is after her, because that's not to hurt Donald Trump. It's somebody trying to hurt her. And we need to see the bigger picture that this is an attack on this sister. So in my opinion, I don't care what y'all trying to say. I'm going to always support her. And I don't care, because some of us got relationships in the past that we hope stay in the past. So why did somebody go to try to dig up whether or not it's true that she messed with Donald Trump back in the days? Why? And if she did, what's the problem? Two different Donald Trumps.
If you got coochie so good it's been lied on, you understand Tamron Hall's situation right now. And I'm really disappointed in a lot of you who claim that yours does in fact be yanking, for you to not understand a lie and see a lie when you see one. Come on. Let's discuss. From everything I have seen on the internet, everything that's been causing this is this Media Takeout article where they talk about the claims that is being made by Keith Olbermann. He is a very angry white man that used to be on MSNBC. I used to like Keith. Now he is on YouTube. He got a podcast on YouTube after not being on MSNBC no more. But Keith was pretty much the one that was coming out and saying this from what I can see on the internet. Okay? It's Keith, and then there was also another bitter person, a little bitter man, that she said no, she wasn't going to go on a date. So y'all meaning to tell me that you've never just been sitting home minding your own business and people concocted a lie, a fraud, a scam, a boondoggle on your cooch. Said that your cooch was in places where it had never been, where it had never traveled to. Putting your cooch integrity, your journalistic integrity, your career on the line. Tamron, take this thing up to the Supreme Court. I want everybody, because if that was a body that was put on me, I would sue everybody. Do you hear me? She is just so beautiful a woman that they got to use lies on her cooch to try and break up the black community and make the black vote not happen.
That's gravitas. That's gravitas. Trust you, girl. I know what it means to be lied upon. They gotta prove that thing beyond a reasonable doubt. And remember, a reasonable doubt is I walk out of my house and I'm like, do I have my keys? And I pat my pocket. If you patted your pocket, you had more than that's a reasonable doubt right there. That's a reasonable doubt right there. Yup. That's how you gonna have to prove it to me. That's how you would have to prove it to me. No, I don't believe it. And Media Takeout is really just a blog that has a www address. Since when did they become the standard of journalistic integrity on somebody else's cooch? Come on.
Now, Tamron, like, I try not to believe rumors I hear on the internet, okay? Because most of the time it's nonsense, right? But as a general practice, personally, whenever I hear something that sounds like somebody was filling out a Mad Libs, I err towards the side of it probably being true. Because some things are just too absurd for someone to just have made that up, right? Like, coming up, like, sitting down and saying that Tamron Hall, of all people, okay, had an affair with Donald Trump is just so insane and so ridiculous of a combination of people that's like, you can't make that up. Like, who would make that up? No one made that up. And then I was just like, somebody was on here reading the transcript of the voicemails she was leaving him. And she was out there asking to use his Gucci discount. And I was like, why would she be calling Donald Trump asking for a Gucci discount? And then I remembered that there's a Gucci in the base of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. And I was like, girl, you was on TV. Like, Gucci is expensive. But it's like pre-inflation Gucci. So it can't, like, I love a discount, but like, at what cost? At what cost? And like, then I was like, well, maybe, okay. I'm like, you're a reporter. And like, I know enough about like reporters. I have friends who work in journalism that this is pre-politics, man, right? So like, maybe, she was on NBC, that's Prentice on NBC, maybe it was like keeping a cordial kind of relationship with him. So, if she needs to interview him, that, he would make himself available to her. Like, I was like, maybe this is what this is. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe it's not what we think it is, because it can't be. Because why? Why? Like, what? Like, why? Like, but apparently this is not the first time someone has said this. So I'm like, there's a history of this madness? The people have said this before. Like, somebody gonna have to come out and say something. Somebody gonna have to come out and say something. Like, I understand not wanting to address something as absolutely disgusting as the idea that you slept with that man. Okay, I mean, but at least come out and say, what I just said, that y'all was both on NBC and you were just like, had a friendly relationship. This was what, 2012? Like, we only kind of hated that man in 2012. Okay, you were just like, you wanted to remain, like, have a good relationship with him so you could interview him for, like, The Apprentice or, whatever the hell else was going on. Like, I get that. I can get that. I can rock with that. But say something, Tamron. Say something. Girl, don't go out like this. Don't do this. Say something. Don't let this sit. That man, what are you doing, girl? Speak. For the love of God.
Tamron Hall, pick up the phone, girl. Where are you? You need to clear this up because they out here lying. They talking about you had an affair with Trump and then got pregnant and he had you do an abortion. Tell them they're lying. Please. They're lying, right? Tamron, they are lying. There is this god-awful rumor that Donald Trump had an affair with Tamron Hall and paid for her abortion. Now, this sounds insane. It sounds crazy. I wouldn't even believed it until I read this. This is a Substack called Interesting Mysteries. It's written by J.K. Trotter, who's a former journalist. And he published an article called The Rumor. What happened between Donald Trump and Tamron Hall and NBC? Y'all, when I tell you there's a comprehensive timeline, a very compelling timeline, a timeline where I can't even say it's not true. I need Tamron Hall to bring her ass to the front of the class and tell us this is a bunch of BS. Please. The article explains the rumor by saying, the rumor went like this. In the latter half of 2015, NBC journalists unearthed evidence that Hall and Trump conducted an affair in the years before he declared his candidacy. Some of the evidence indicated that Hall became pregnant by Trump and later obtained an abortion. The whispers appeared to be leaking out of 30 Rockefeller Plaza because NBC officials were unsure of how to address the situation. Oh, God. The article goes on to talk about how nobody could really report on it because these are two high-profile people and you had to be absolutely sure. So there were never any articles produced or anything that came up. However, as the article outlines here, there was in fact some truth to it. According to people familiar with the matter, NBC journalists did indeed investigate Hall and Trump's relationship in the fall of 2015 and found evidence that supported the existence of an affair that led to Hall's pregnancy and subsequent abortion. They had gathered this material as part of a larger reporting project about Trump's past girlfriends. The evidence was compelling enough to continue investigating as Trump's campaign gained steam. My God, I can't. However, nothing came of the reporting project. NBC never published a story about Trump's ex-girlfriends or his relationship with Hall. And less than 2 weeks after Trump's inauguration, Hall abruptly left the network. These events created a mystery that has never been solved. What exactly happened between Trump, Hall, and NBC? Dear God, what is happening? This is a nightmare. I'm gonna be sick. I can't believe it. I'm not gonna believe it. Tamron girl, I don't believe it. But you need to come and tell these people the truth. You need to tell them it's not true. I need you to tell them it's not true. It's not true. Swear on this cookbook, it is not true.
What do you guys think? Have you seen this headline? Let me know in the comment section if you've seen this headline. And when you saw it, or when you read the headline, what was your very first reaction? So many people are shocked and, are in disbelief with this headline. Some are saying this is the worst combination ever. Like, this is the last thing they even want to hear before this year runs out. So let me hear what you guys think about this headline. It's like it's a shock to a lot of people. And I think even beyond the relationship, people are shocked at someone who does not, stand with abortion, literally funding someone else's abortion. Like, does that even make any sense? I think this is one of the reasons why it's even going more viral. Like the headline stating that not only have a relationship, but she literally had an baby for him. Like, what do you mean? Are you talking about the same Trump that has been saying he's going to ban that same act? Are you talking about him? Like, let's be so serious here. This person said, who cares? Don't try to make it seem like he's not the most horrible, disrespectful racist. Okay, he has one black woman under his belt. That does not make him love black people. Does SL Master love black woman? I think this is a comment from someone who is trying to say who at the end of the day you all think he does not like, which is Trump. You all think Trump does not like black people, but you guys can see that he's getting with black women, like, basically. But that is not even the point. Like, that is not even making sense. Another person said, listen, it is day 2 year in the UK. Why didn't you appear with sonic speed and discredit this mess already? I don't believe, but also no way will let this rumor spread. Which is the reason why this reaction has been all over the media. Like, this is a very, outrageous claim. Like, it's just a very looking in a bad way claim that people expect her to debunk it almost immediately. It started going viral. Like, now it's over 48 hours. Nothing has been said. Some are saying she does not want to reply because she does not want to cause a distraction with what is going on. She doesn't want to cause a reaction, which can be true, because whether she responds to it being true or not, it is still going to go viral. It is still going to cause a distraction. So maybe it's true that she doesn't want to cause a distraction. Maybe we should lean on the fact that maybe she doesn't want to cause a distraction. This person said, the problem is it is alleged that Donald Trump got her pregnant and had her have an AB. He's against AB. His followers are against AB. He says that he is against AB. This is not even new, and this is the reason why it's even going more viral. So yeah, this person said, we know she likes white men, but Trump was a looker in his early days. I don't believe it either. I thought she was in a relationship with Lawrence. The last one I have here said, I don't care about her screwing Trump, but Trump paying for an AB and now actively taking away AB right, that is the problem. Yes, that is the problem from so many reactions and so many comments that I have seen. So let me hear what you guys think about this alleged rumor, because www.something site saying this doesn't mean it's true, but so many people are just coming out, breaking it down, trying to say that it is true. So let me hear what you guys think about all of this in the comment section, and I will catch you guys in the next one.